Assalamualaikum.
अभी स्टार्ट हुआ है. You can see the live button on top. Now we are live.
Assalamualaikum, Liari.
हाँ, very good.
Oh God.
Hello and welcome everyone to the first episode of Cricket Scrapbook TrashTalk. My name is Vaibhav Minocha. You can see my name as Mino there because my friends call me Mino. And first we have Jesus himself, Suren over here,
Wow.
and we have legend Manny, the legend of Liari, who is looking at me like he's gonna kill
He
me.
actually put his name as Legend Manny.
Yes,
It
that's
will
his
always
PUBG
be.
name. So,
Some
Mr.
things don't change.
PUBG Manny is here. So,
You wanna
guys,
find me on PUBG, ladies and gentlemen, Legend Manny.
yeah, PUBG is banned in India, bro.
If you wanna find me on, if you find me on PUBG, guys, I'm not there.
Okay. So, guys, what's up? What's been happening? What's happening in your life?
It's been a nervous 1 week of IPL, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm
What's
quite
up?
Yes.
happy. I'm RCB fan. This is golden period.
Your team played one game in last 8 days, so it's okay.
That's not
You
the
just won
point. That's not the
one.
point. That's not the point. That's not the point. I'm talking about all the way from the last year, right?
Yeah.
Like we had like this whole phase of like 4 5 months of like just absolute
Yeah, yeah.
sadness. Chinnaswamy had no matches, and then we won our first game with like a massive hefty margin. So of all the days where it sucks to be an RCB fan, this is I think the best period to be an RCB fan.
Bro,
Honestly,
but
if I were an RCB fan, I would say the last 1 year hasn't been great, to be honest. Especially if my fellow fans have died, I would never say my last 1 year has
Okay, this
been
this
great.
podcast is cancelled, bro. It's straight away
but
cancelled. It's not.
it's the you
Sorry.
just won the
He's going to
IPL.
jail.
You
Sorry, wait,
forget
you just
the
won
fact
the
that some
IPL.
people
How's it
there
not
used
a
to
happy
talk
year? You
about, like,
won the IPL. I don't get it. You won
that's
the
what I'm saying. I'm
IPL.
saying
You're
if I were
defending
the fan, I'm
champions.
not saying about RCB fan general. If I'm the fan of RCB, I wouldn't say the last 1 year has been all roses. I would just say it's
Okay, for
been a lot of
context,
hardships as well, especially that time, period of time,
we
right
have
after they
one
won.
viewer live right now. So for context, Suren is a SRH fan, Manny is a RCB fan, and I choose to support KKR
I'm a cricket
for
fan
Suren
first.
is
reasons
trying to
That's
make
who
sure
I
this is
am,
the
and I'm
fastest,
cricket.
most cancelled podcast
yes,
ever.
yes,
We
hopefully.
talk about the truth here.
It seems.
You
Right.
choose to ignore the fact, but I won't.
But Manny, you saying that the
Mm.
last 4 5 months have been sad, I don't like that from you because we won the T20 World Cup. Last 4 5 months there was no IPL, so how can you say that 4 5
अरे
months have
क्योंकि
been sad?
it's that dialogue from that movie, right? आमिर खान का मूवी कि हम जैसे लोग इसको एक हादसे की तरह याद करते हैं, एक सदमे की तरह याद करते हैं, भुलाना
But
चाहते हैं,
नहीं नहीं
और
क्रिकेटिंग
सुरेन
वाज
जैसे लोग उसको
क्रिकेट
खुरद
वापस
के
आया.
हैं.
At least cricket
You're
has
talking
come
about
back to
RCB's hard
Bangalore
time.
now.
In cricket, it was
Yeah,
fine.
man. Like no,
We
actually,
had
cricket
a
was
great
there. Cricket was
1 year,
there.
two
Okay,
years
fun
actually.
story. I was there at the National Center of Excellence earlier last year. I think I've told you guys this as well. Trying to get a glimpse of Virat playing these SMAT.
Yeah.
But couldn't. But at the same time, I don't think cricket left Bangalore. Like, it's not like Bangalore absolutely was like dark turned on cricket or anything. It's just as an RCB fan, you just feel like, are yeah, 18 years and then like barely 4 days later, there was shit happening. So it was short lived.
18 hours later, man.
I feel like as RCB fans, we decided to move the celebration from last season to this season. Like celebrate throughout this season, and then end में जो होगा देखा जाएगा.
So you might be surprised RCB could win this year as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah. This is our
wait.
celebration round, bro. This is our वो जो होता है ना वो स्टेडियम का राउंड लेते हैं after winning a match. This is that. This is an entire IPL will just be that for RCB. We're just gonna go from city to city, make fans feel happy, and then like just come and chill.
Mm.
But yeah,
Do you all have any other opening thoughts, or should we
Virat
start?
Kohli opened on
I did have
69.
opening thought, but talked about RCB, so I don't have anything to say.
Okay,
We can get
so
into other
there
topics.
are like a few things I want to talk about, and first I want to talk about the person I wrote off completely last year, and Suri had said that this guy will do well and he will play well, and I said no chance. And that guy is Vaibhav Suryavanshi. It's like this kid is really
He's
like
TRT,
showing
the real
everyone
deal.
else what cricket is.
yeah.
What are your
Ever
thoughts
since
on this
he's
kid
come, his
making
team has been
52 or
doing
70
slightly
against
well as well.
CSK? Yeah,
Ever since he's come, so he
yeah,
played 8 games last year,
yeah,
and Rajasthan Royals had the best 8 games in terms of opening.
yeah,
In the match, I won't say great because they've still ended up bottom of the table. But in terms of opening, both Yashasvi and Vaibhav has been going really well. And the fact is, his strike rate has set up the whole the team for him. Like in terms of how they're chasing the targets, also setting up the targets in the first innings. I feel he's done. It's almost like an SRH kind of a role for him. Just go smash. But this year, I've seen him play a little bit more cautious.
circumspect. Yeah,
Doesn't seem like it because he's still striking really hard, but I feel he's at least playing dot balls, which he hasn't been doing last year. So I feel maturity is paved in for him, I guess.
yeah. I think being a 15-year-old versus a 14-year-old has
The maturity.
somewhat.
Oh, good news. The BCCI's benchmark for debut for international cricket is 15. So he's
Yeah.
officially in there, in the eyes of BCCI right now for.
That actually brings me to something that I've been wondering. So India is going to Ireland and Zimbabwe this year for T20 series. Do you
Yeah.
think Vaibhav Suryavanshi deserves a chance now that we won a World Cup and main players might be rested? So, and we're going to Ireland and Zimbabwe. So, do you think this 15-year-old kid will get a chance this year?
I think pecking order is something to think about. I feel players like Jaiswal are waiting for the pecking order to be there.
Yeah,
But also, if you see it in the World Cup right now, I feel Abhishek is obviously there. Now, Samson is trying to be the person in opening because of his last 3 World Cup matches. And on top of that, we have players like Gill who might just come in because of the influence he has in the captaincy level. And I feel players like Jaiswal is also there. And some players, like I would say Riyan Sharia and everyone else also will start knocking the doors. So in terms of that level, I feel certain players are pecking order. I feel um
what do you
I
think,
don't know.
Manny?
Look, it's the to answer the exact question, yes, Suryavanshi deserves it. But like Suri said, so do the other 9 people in the list. Right? Like
A lot of people.
with India, we've got talent coming out of our ears. So so I think it's okay to make him wait. I don't mind that. If they fast track him either, it's not a bad thing. Maybe they do want to test the talent out. But yeah, I agree with Suri here that there are
So the
9 others who deserve it just
It'll be
as
fun
much and who
though.
have worked
It'll be
harder.
fun watching him international cricket, obviously.
actually,
Yeah,
I'll
there are.
disagree with you all slightly because I think Gill is not going to get a chance in T20 for a while again. And Jaiswal, they have earmarked more as a test player who might get a chance in T20, but not very soon.
Hmm.
The other candidates are like Ruturaj Gaikwad, but I feel like in Zimbabwe, especially, Abhishek and Samson both will get rested, and even in Ireland, maybe. So, our main players, even Akshar Patel for that matter, even Hardik Pandya for that matter, our main players will
Yeah, yeah.
not go
Hardik
to
Pandya and all won't play Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe
Essentially.
and will not go to Ireland. So, for Ireland specifically, they might want to send a team that went to like the Asian Games last year or 2 years back. So it is not going to be a very strong
Something
team
where
or a team
Gill,
that
Jaiswal open, Gill and Jaiswal open, and sorry, Suryavanshi and Jaiswal open. Gill goes one
Jaiswal
down.
open. Yeah.
I
No,
don't
Gill
think
might not
Gill
even be
is going to
selected
be
because I don't think.
T20 because his recurring neck pain,
Yeah,
like spasms, he was
yeah.
out of the team yesterday as well.
So they are going to do this workload management with Gill, wherein they just keep him for ODIs and tests predominantly because he's the captain there, and they are not going to select like push him in T20 cricket. While he might do well in T20, his record in T20 is not great, to be honest. So, like, why push it?
By the
यही
end of
होता है. We
IPL,
groom a
I would
player. He
feel
does so well in IPL. We give him a couple of years. He comes to India and injures himself.
I
Yeah.
feel there are two, three other players who will just come out this after the end of this IPL.
Even
That's
like
what.
Sudarshan this year,
Coming to
bro.
that,
Sai Sudarshan did well yesterday.
Sai Sudarshan is one of my picks for Orange Cap. I genuinely feel. Definitely a front runner.
But our
Um,
strategy going forward in T20 cricket, ever since we've after Dravid, was all about aggressive starts. So I don't think they would feel Sudarshan is going to rile up the run rate at that point of time. So they're going with a
but still,
certain method, and I feel that method is going to go long forward in this game because of the fact that we won two World Cups, T20, back to back.
Okay.
So I feel going forward, I think we won't.
Gujarat has been very straightforward. Their top three are their run machines. So Gill,
Yeah.
Sudarshan, and Butler. If these
Yeah,
three are
but
not making
Gill,
runs, Gujarat loses.
so Gill is not going to be there for at least 2 3 matches now, from my understanding. So
No,
it's
no.
going to be
Yesterday
interesting
there
how he'll
was
play.
an interview with Padhu Patel, and he's just like it's just one match.
Even this guy who came in, Samir Rizvi, dude, like I'm pretty impressed.
Bro,
Like he's
90. He made
Finisher
90
role.
yesterday.
not just finisher, he
The
held
best
the
part about
innings, bro.
yesterday was both CSK players, Tushar Deshpande and Samir
Yeah.
Rizvi, just honestly to give you in perspective. I've been watching a lot of memes as well. So the new uncapped players from CSK who they spent over 26 crores.
Mm.
RCB's top six, excluding Virat Kohli, talking about Rutherford, talking about Saul, talking about like Tim David
Krunal,
and all of this, Krunal, everyone
they collectively
combined
cost us 25.
25 crores. I've been looking at the memes and everything, and I'm just like, wow.
So
Sometimes you have
Salt,
to understand the fact that
Padikkal,
names are have some kind of a onus. You really can't just go bang bang for 28, 26 crores for two uncapped players.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
they'll perform later on.
For those watching, it's Salt, Padikkal, Patidar, Jitesh
Sorry.
Sharma, Tim David, and Krunal Pandya. That in total cost us 25 lakh,
Which
25
includes a
crore.
captain, which includes a IPL winning captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Um, I just want to tie this thought off where Suri said that India is looking for basher openers, people who like give us a really good start. A really like important name that we are missing out on is Priyan Sharia, who made 39 runs of 11 balls against CSK. Priyansh Arya has consistently, even last year, he performed like he does not score big innings. He does not make 80s, 90s, hundreds, but he constantly gives those quick fire 40s and 50s, which
Hmm.
really propel the score. In the same breath, maybe even Prabh Simran Singh, who also has a keeping option and could be a good like for Sanju if Sanju is injured. But yeah, Priyansh Arya, I think I really like the guy for his hitting
He's
capabilities.
putting the justice in his name, impact player. That's
Yeah,
exactly what he's doing.
yeah,
And to be honest, he actually got man of the match for
yeah.
39 runs in 11 balls. It's not about how the number of runs it is, the impact he created because of the fact that Punjab just took off.
Bro, that
Makes it
was
very easier.
like um, driving a car on nitro, basically. You just got your nitrous injection and just took off.
I think Rohit Sharma is serving similar function this year for
First match, yes.
Not yet.
Mumbai.
Second match, he was quite
Not yet.
slow. First match, he made like 78 of 38 balls or something, but second match, he was quite slow.
Uh,
It's quite slow. And
I don't
pitch
know.
was also
I
not
think
conducive to stroke play.
That also there.
And I feel certain teams who haven't figured out their opening, like if you see CSK on paper, they have the strongest opening, one of the strongest opening, Sanju Samson and Gaikwad. But form is a very fickle thing. And Sanju Samson, people would have thought, the fans would have thought, coming after the three match-winning knocks, he would still continue. But turns out that isn't the case. And we might see that now, but maybe in a couple of matches, maybe starting tonight, Sanju might just go off and he might score a
Yeah.
50 or 100. And then the whole narrative will change about how this team is batting now. So I feel
Okay.
IPL is a kind of a place where we really can't say much. Things change overnight.
Coming back to World Cup performers, there's this guy who performed on paper. On paper, he performed really well in the World Cup because he was the joint highest wicket taker. But we all know that this particular bowler did not bowl well since the Super 8s, and now I'm talking about Varun Chakravarti. This guy
I
has been struggling left, right, and center. In the last two matches that he's bowled for KKR, he has given 48 runs in 4 overs versus MI, and he has given 31 runs in 2 overs against SRH. So this guy has clearly lost his mojo. Um, what? Why do you think he's struggling?
see,
What do you think is the issue here?
see,
And
every great spinner has to go through this phase. I think Ashwin went through it. Muralidharan went through it. Ajanta Mendes got at the beginning of it and never came out the other side.
yeah, he never
So
came
that
out.
also happens. So that
Yeah,
also happened. Where people just learn to read you and you have to reinvent. If you're good enough to reinvent, I think India should still persist with him.
Also, I
Short
feel
answer, because I
uh,
believe that reinvention happens.
mm,
Ashwin did it. A lot of other spinners in our Indian squad have done it. Kuldeep Yadav had a second wind as well because he was easily readable after his first
yeah,
year and a half or 2 years. So he will get a second wind. Just
I think all the
time
team
rahega,
has
lekin ho
analysts
jayega.
now. The
yeah.
analyst wing of every team is being strengthened the last few years. And I feel because the mystery spinner, if the analysts are able to figure out how he's bowling, his variations and everything, and I feel batters can pick it up really fast. And the fact is, most of his subtle variations are also being picked up. And the fact is, because he's getting hit, he's being more predictable. He's not being more brave. He's not flighting it more. He's trying to just skid the ball. And the fact is, he's skidding the ball, and the ball is coming onto the bat really well because of extra pace, and batters
Yeah.
are just hitting. And I feel he needs to be more brave.
So I will just throw in this stat that since the Super 8s, Varun Chakravarti has taken 5 wickets in 7 matches at an average of 60 and an economy of nearly 12.5.
Or as Lakshmipati
Always
Balaji calls it,
scary.
peak career.
And also, I've seen Info podcast. So Irfan
Yeah,
Pathan was like blaming Rahane, saying that why, if a bowler is struggling, why do you want to keep him in the power play? But also, I feel Varun
that's
Chakravarti
his
has
role.
been the power play bowler for so long for India.
Yeah, that's his role.
Why you just because he's struggling, you need to push him on the deep end. Sometimes if he
Yeah,
doesn't thrive. But you
no,
need to
no.
understand
You,
that that's where he shines.
my analogy for that is you've taken Travis Head and he's an opener. Just because, for example, he might be struggling for like 10 matches or something, you don't suddenly tell him to go and bat at number 5 in
No,
T20
you
cricket.
don't.
He might do well still, but
Cardinals
his
team.
role is the opener. So,
Yeah, I agree.
come with Varun Chakravarti, I think Manny answered my question, but I want to hear it from you, Suri. Do you think it is, if he continues to have this sort of a IPL, do you think it's time for India to move or look beyond Varun Chakravarti? And is it time to accept that he's given India as a cricketer everything that he had to,
Mm.
and now teams have
Oh,
started
that's a
reading him?
very dire statement. Okay. But I feel before India even takes a call, he has 12 matches
Yeah,
or 12 or more, depending on
12 or more.
qualifying. Yeah. 12
But let's
matches
be
is
real, it's
enough.
12.
Yeah. So let's say 12 he'll play because
Yeah,
they're not taking Varun Chakrabarti out of the team, no matter how he performs. Unless he says himself that I don't want to play in the playing 11, they won't. So 12
yeah,
matches is a very big subset for him to India to decide whether we gonna stick with Varun or not. So I feel that's going to be a big factor. And I don't think India is deciding mostly on the IPL at this point of time because the next
yeah,
series we have is not very strict in terms of understanding our journey to the next World Cup, T20 World Cup. And we also have teams like Zimbabwe, we have teams like Ireland. So India will just going to field players who haven't gotten chance in the World Cup and also will be our number 13, number 14, number 15 kind of players, like youngsters. So Varun
Yeah.
might not even get a chance anyway in the Ireland series and all of that. So I think the next 12 matches will determine his career. He might still be there because the fact that he's not an ODI player, he's not a test player, it whole life depends on one format.
Yeah.
So I feel he has good support in KKR. The support staff is really great. I hope he comes back revolutionized. And 12 matches is a long time to reflect as well for Varun Chakravarti. So I feel, yeah, the next 2 months will determine his career, in my
I think
opinion.
a big challenge for Varun Chakravarti will not just be how he performs, but how people like Chehel, how people like Bishnoi are performing. Because
Vishnu
Chehel
was
has
great last night.
clearly, sorry,
Vishnu was great last night.
exactly, Bishnoi was great. Chehel has taken against the match in Gujarat, he got both Butler and Gill out. The next match, he
Wonderful.
bowled 3 overs, gave away 21 runs, and took 1 wicket. So Chehel has done something that has worked and is
He's
improving.
still knocking on the doors, man, after all these
Still no.
years.
Bro,
Yes.
I just don't get it because like, so with Chahal, it is people keep saying he's the last of his kind, right? The last orthodox leg spin bowler,
Yeah.
and it's just because he doesn't just bowl leg spin; he flights it also. He's orthodox. He's orthodox and all that. I agree, but it's the difference of what Suri was saying with Varun Chakravarti. He's got heart. He puts his guts on the pitch, and like I think that's a
Great.
big difference. But also, I don't think UZ will be in the Indian setup at all in the near future. I don't see him at all anywhere near the Indian setup. That being said, like he's definitely putting respect on his name as usual.
I feel is something's happened with him and BCCI, something internally that's making him not be part of the T20 setup because he's a leading wicket taker in IPL, to be honest, and every IPL is performed, and he's a great bowler. And for a guy like him, not being in the team for so many years is just a mystery to me. It's more mystery
Yeah.
than Varun Chakravarti for me right now.
Yeah. No, I buy into that. Um, I think Chehel as a performer, Manny said he has a lot of heart, but I also think Chehel is very street smart. So I remember like his matchups against Maxwell, right? So Maxwell used to hit everyone. There was this period where Maxwell was hitting everyone, and Chehel just had a way of getting Maxi out again and again. Chehel, um, like people talk about Chahal being a chess player as a kid, so he out has this knack of outthinking the batsman. But it's a little more than that. He has the skill to execute what he is thinking as well. So Chahal is I think he is underrated. I think he did not get enough chances when he was kicked out of the team. And Varun Chakravarti, I mean, he's doing well. I hope he's done well in the past. He's not doing well recently, but I hope he can, find his mojo back. But sometimes it's good when you're not performing and then there's so much competition elsewhere that, it gives you extra motivation to perform so that there's someone breathing down your neck. And if you don't perform, you know that you can be replaced. So I think
Yeah.
Varun Chakravarti is in that zone. And of course, Ravi Bishnoi is not out of the scheme of things for India. He played the recent series as well when some players were injured. I think when Kuldeep wasn't picked, Ravi Bishnoi was in the team. So Ravi Bishnoi might not be too far off from getting a call up if Chakravarti is not performing,
Mhm.
is my take.
Fair enough. And I feel even ODI setup, he's a very good bowler for ODI,
Yeah.
Ravi Bishnoi.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, what 5 wickets in 7 matches, economy of 60. Sorry, economy of 12, average of 60. That's Dan Christian numbers. And RCB still kept him for 2 more years, so I'm pretty sure he'll be fine.
Okay. Fair enough.
But
I'll
sometimes it's like this: you put so much money into a player and don't remove him. It's almost like Cameron Green and KKR right now. Them so much money went into Cameron Green, and
Bro,
he's just
Cameron
been
Green is
dragging the team
Cam.
down. Yeah, he's dragging the
Cameron
team
Green is
down. So what do you think? But the thing is, okay, Seifert and Allen can be a great openers. But turns out, okay, now we have Rahane because he won't be able to play any other position, so he's going to be in top order. And somehow I feel sometimes it's going to be a plus, sometimes it's going to be a minus in terms of the way he bats. And then come Cameron Green. It's almost like because we put so much money in you, same like Venkatesh Iyer last year. We put so much
Same.
money in you, we won't remove you from the team because we need to cover our losses, kind of a thing. Hoping that
And
one match will play.
worse still is Cameron Green is not available to bowl. That is
Yeah,
even worse. So
yeah.
you paid that much money, and he is not an all-rounder for you anymore. He's just a batter, which
I
completely
just don't
messes up your
understand
team
that.
combination. Your team combination is completely gone for a toss, and now you have to play an extra bowler because Cameron Green cannot bowl.
25 crores, just
Damn, dude, it's like 2017 RCB. It's
Yeah,
like AB Virat, and then you've got KL, and you've got like Chris Gale, and you've got like all these big names. And then like at the end of the year, you're like KL Rahul, we paid like 6 crores, and he made like 40 runs at the end of the season.
you score as many runs as you want, and which, by
We
the way,
we
KKR
managed to
Rishabh
screw
Pant
up
last
KL
year.
Rahul. I think
Rishabh Pant
everybody in
last year.
India has 150 crore people. At least 120 crore will agree. KL Rahul is a wonderful cricketer,
yeah,
and it's not these guys' fault. It's not the players' fault. Players
Yeah,
can be
yeah.
high quality. KL Rahul hit 40 runs in an entire season of IPL for RCB after getting paid 6 crores. So it's
yeah.
not the player. Team combinations can massively fuck up.
We'll talk about Rishabh
Okay,
Pant, same way, same
sticking
energy.
to RCB, I want to now speak about certain old guns that have been performing,
No, wait,
which
wait, 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 wait. Actually, can we do five first? Because I was thinking about Suri, what he was saying,
yeah.
and it's true. You give a lot of money to players, and that is why you want to make sure the player plays. What about the owner? If the owner gives a lot of money, does the owner get to like? Where is the
So are you
line?
talking about the Sanjeev Goenka factor at LSG?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Because while we were talking about players getting paid and their responsibility to the team as they were getting paid, what about the owner's responsibility to the team because they are paying?
Sanjeev's second mistake, biggest mistake would be paying that much for Rishabh Pant. First mistake, make him the
Talking to
captain.
KL Rahul like that.
No, no, make him the captain. No, that is cardinal sin. We're not talking about those things. I'm talking about
That is past
recent
seasons.
mistakes. Yeah, I'm talking about recent mistakes.
Yeah.
Ah,
I mean, make him the captain. I remember on a podcast he said, all the experts said, take this guy, take this guy. Don't, everyone, no one told me to take Rishabh Pant. But I'm just like,
There's a
God has
reason.
told me to take Rishabh Pant kind of a thing. And I'm just like, that's the reason why they're called experts. Listen to them. His captaincy, it's still okay, but his captaincy is always coupled with his performance as a batter.
Yeah.
And if
bro,
he doesn't
Goenka
do
making
well
those
in batting,
decisions like he's the kid with the bat in
his,
the street play. This
his
is how it's
energy
gonna go.
goes down. His energy is not infectious, not contagious. It's just very low. And I feel that's
So,
coming out.
I mean, as an owner, if you want to sit in the dugout, sit in the dugout. But let the coach do the talking. Let the team manager do the talking. Let the sorry, let the captain do the
Sanjeev
talking.
sir, just because you played cricket when you were 15 does not mean you know the rules. Just doesn't work the same way at
Honestly, and
at
also
this
for
level.
LSG, I feel there are two other players who are captaincy material. Markram and Mitch Marsh. Maybe last year
Martin
their news
definitely.
doesn't matter, but I feel this year maybe to keep pressure off Rishabh Pant, to make sure Rishabh Pant's bat like he bats and just keep pressure on this thing. Same way, Yuvraj Singh on a podcast said, like, Abhishek Sharma has been there for 8 years for SRH, how is he not the captain? Sometimes the skills versus leadership is two different things. Suppose just because you have a lot of skills doesn't mean you are good in leadership. And he's also talked
Correct.
about how me, Baji, and me, we was like three, four senior players in the team. We didn't get captaincy. Dhoni got captaincy. After all these years, he's still talking about how seniority and skills and leadership, they're all intertwined. It's all different. You have to understand the
It's
fact that
different, yeah.
Abhishek Sharma being a captain, he's still struggling. I feel he's been our greatest batter, and for India also has been really well. He's been T20 number one batter, but he had his off days
No,
multiple
but
times.
simply put, like a captain is not your best player in cricket. Sorry, it's
Yeah,
that's not how cricket
Yeah,
captaincy
he's
works.
a good captain. That's
exactly.
it. He's a good captain.
There's a reason why Ganguly was the captain and not Sachin Tendulkar.
Sachin,
There was
exactly.
a reason.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
So even till today, some senior players are still like not understanding that fact that, oh, and it's been blasting the team, saying that why is management not doing this? It's trying to inflict some kind of violence or something, like regarding fans and management. And it's been saying all of this. And I'm just thinking about it. I'm just like, it's very clear. Abhishek needs that frame of mind. And also Ishan Kishan, he's won SMAT. SMAT is literally, if this is not IPL
yeah,
India, that's SMAT. Second is SMAT because of the fact that a lot of regional players play and also regional teams and all of that. And he's done really well. And so far it's going well because Abhishek is still like free of mind. Same as
no,
Travis said, cannot be captain. Same
I
way.
have it on record that I spoke to a particular person who is involved in the CAB scheme of things. This guy told me that the Indian team selection, everyone thinks happens because of IPL, and that is not true. Indian T20 team selection happens on basis of SMAT, not on
Mm.
IPL, because IPL is a different beast. IPL is played usually on very placid pitches. IPL is played with 12 players given the impact player rule. So the selectors do not consider IPL as heavily as they consider SMAT. IPL,
Yeah.
yes, you get exposure, and people all over the world, especially people all over India, get to see you. But that is not the main place where you get selected. Even Ishan Kishan came back to the Indian team not on IPL. He had a good IPL. He had a very good start to the IPL last year. He made a century, but he got back into the team because of his SMAT performances.
Yeah.
So
SMAT is his
we,
performance and as a captain.
yeah.
Bro, he got
So
Jharkhand into the finals and won. Like Jharkhand, if you think about Jharkhand team as such, they're not the strongest team at all. Like they was one of the. It's like LSG winning IPL this year.
yeah. You
Who's
can take
ringing?
the call. It's fine, bro.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Mike.
take the call. I can
No, no,
mute
it's
you.
all good. Why is still ringing though?
Uh, while we are talking about LSG, do we think Pant is a good choice for an opener when they already have Markram
No,
and
no. Also, Sanjeev Goenka is like that child who brings his bat, gives it to you for batting, and then tells you how to bat. It's not fair.
oh, basically he's like me.
Yeah, he goes bat in the field. He like तुझे bat चाहिए तू batting करेगा हाँ मैं batting करेगा. He'll give you the bat. Oh, it's nice bat. Then he'll also tell you how to bat. अच्छा अब इसके साथ सिर्फ front foot पे खेलना. अबे
Maybe I will not be a good owner. Okay, Hmm. I should I should keep that in mind. Okay, let's
No,
talk
we can
about
love
MS
cricket, but
Dhoni not showing up.
loving cricket and advising on cricket is a very different, two different things.
yeah, like you can be a cricket lover, but that doesn't mean you have any right to tell Rishabh Pant how to fucking.
No,
Yeah,
Also,
see,
especially
it's
when you
Rishabh Pant.
Vaibhav, Manas is a cricket lover, but taking
yeah
advice from him is going to be like the last thing in my mind. Same reason.
See, I'm a cricket lover on weekdays. On a weekends, I'm cricket fucker. I go and I fuck up matches for fun.
no
Don't give
Manny is a
such
coolie
vulgar
lover.
language. Kids might be watching this.
Oh my
Keep it
god.
safe for 30 minutes.
Weber will get demonetized for the 150 people, 250 people, 300ish people that watch this.
Because of your
Yes.
one vulgar, he might get flagged.
तो वो 3 रुपए का क्या करेगा तू गेटिंग 1 पैसा पर व्यू
हाँ.
No, no, we're not doing it
वो
for
तीन
money.
रुपए
We're
का
doing it for passion
वो
of
तीन
the
रुपए का
game.
क्या करेगा तू
3 रुपए का 3 रुपए हर वीडियो पे जमा करके जब 15 रुपए हो
See,
जाएगा तब तक
you're not
पेप्सी खरीदेगा.
understanding this. We're not doing this for money. You know what? Why we're doing this? In the future,
some people
let's
just
say
like to
in the
watch the
next
some men just
30
like to
years
watch the
later,
world burn
30 years later, when there is a mini Mino and mini Manny, when
Yes.
the cricketers or something will show them this podcast and be like, see, this is your father's and his best
And
friends
then I
talking
will
about
tell
cricket.
my kid after
I
giving
think
him
you
the bat, I'll tell him
why
how
is
to
the
bat
assumption that
after
we will
giving
be
him the
proud
bat.
of this and be showing our kids
No, no, we won't be
I will
proud.
be proud of
But
you,
I'll show
Manny.
them so that they
I
laugh
will
at
show
you
you.
guys. No, you're not
okay
understanding. There's no proud feeling anyway here. I'm just saying they'll laugh at you guys, and I'll be the cool
fair,
uncle
fair.
showing you all of this, even though they laugh at me also.
Yeah,
Okay, just hold on a minute. I'm just gonna get something.
What do you think, Manny, of Kohli's 69? Your favorite number by a favorite player?
I was quite happy. I was like the fact that he was not out on 69 made me even happier
Hmm.
because see if you finish on 69 you're a bit of a cunt but I think
Language, as the Captain America here, language. But yeah,
But yeah,
Yeah,
it's true. Like it's just 69 is just the perfect number to end it on.
yeah. Um, Kohli
Also,
69 is good, but I want to
What the
highlight.
discussion about? Suddenly 69,
Yeah, yeah.
69.
Kohli made 69 in his opening
Uh,
match,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That's
And
what he did to our team.
Rohit
father
made
of two kids,
78.
by the way.
No, no, that's what he did to our team.
Can I tell you something? Rohit 78 is the highest strike rate that Rohit Sharma has had after scoring 50 runs
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
So there is merit in Mani's point earlier where he said Rohit is going to be a basher at the top. So if he's going to do that, 78 of 38 was like really
He could
good
start
from
for
Rohit
that.
in the opening match. Yeah,
He's been
Rohit
free from
has
the captaincy. There's
found
no
it.
pressure on him. There's nothing.
yeah.
He's just trying to go have fun. And it's not in the same format.
Also,
Like he's not playing for India
he's
at T20
looking
anyway.
good. He's looking good. Like if you go back to like 2020, 2021, like the guy was looking stressed. Like he was just
Same with
looking tired. He was
Same with
looking
Kohli in a way,
defeated.
because of the fact that towards the end of the T20 career, both Rohit and Kohli, even though they were part of the team, so there were a lot of talks about how these guys are still there. Like we need to move on. And now there's no pressure, nothing. And also they won a World Cup for us. So after that,
Yeah,
it's just like coming to IPL for them is fun. I feel
Yeah,
Kohli might look very like aggressive even now, but I feel compared to before, now he's having more fun.
he's very chill right now.
He's chill. Like he'll still shout. I mean, that's the Kohli. That's how he expresses
Yeah.
pain, love, anger, lust, everything. So it doesn't matter. But just is
I
he's
mean,
enjoying the
Sorry,
game.
sorry.
I
One
mean, you can
question
have a
for
look, dude.
Manny. Manny,
Hmm?
one question. Sorry. Do you think Kohli should be considered a foreign player now?
I don't
Like
know.
he's
I
not
mean,
playing
technically,
anything for
yes.
India,
It's
if
not
he's
and he's
technically
spending,
wrong.
in London.
let's
You're
talk about
dropping
in
your
tax way.
son off at a London school, yeah, yeah. Like
If he is
you want that,
spending more than let's say 6 months in a year in London, then
which
yeah,
Yeah,
he is.
he's a foreign
and
player.
he's not an India T20 player.
He's
So
RCB is fixing it and allowing 5 players, foreign
five,
players.
By the
five
way,
foreign,
do you guys know Rohit Sharma's average in IPL was 4 years ago?
4 years ago, 4 years
4 years
before he had
ago,
a bad season. So it might have been like
25,
2022,
25.
18, 19.
19. Rohit Sharma
Okay.
Yeah,
was averaging 19 in 2022.
I still went
yeah,
25.
He hit 78 in his first game in
yeah.
2026. So age is just literally just a number. Like
No, it's the number of vada paos you eat. More you eat, less you score. I think
He's
it's
not been
more
eating anything.
no,
rebuild your body, man. Come on, make six packs, make a
Vada
big chest.
puffs.
Come on, you got it.
Sure, sure.
Suri's body has this curve. It's called the lanky curve. It's the curve of
Hourglass.
a guy whose stomach is like all the way inside.
Hourglass. Like this on the side, like
Suri
this,
is
on
magnet.
like
Not the
this.
side, not the side. The curve is like
No,
this
this one.
when you're standing. It's
Still a
like
curve,
this.
no? Still a
Yeah.
curve. Demand and supply
So
curve.
wow.
I'm going to talk about the bowlers now, which is Shami and Shardul Thakur. Shardul took 3 for 39 against KKR, and Shardul,
Last game.
yeah, last game is one thing, but that's the thing with Shardul, right? He either goes for runs or he takes wickets. It's always that.
But they won the
And
first game because of Shardul Thakur, so I won't blame him for screwing up
No,
last.
Shardul Thakur is good, but I would never say he is good enough for the Indian setup right now because his performances are too much of a coin toss.
He's not in the Indian
There is
side, right?
very little consistency, and you need consistency with your all rounders. I wouldn't
No,
say Bumrah needs to be consistent or like Abhishek Sharma needs to be consistent. They don't.
if you
But your
see
middle
players
order,
like
your all
Chahar,
rounders, they need to be.
Thakur, they're not in the frame of Indian setup anyway.
okay, I'm going to ask two questions now. And once I ask both questions, I want both your replies on each question. The first question is the way Shami is bowling, and he's played almost every game this domestic season for West Bengal. Do we think that given the number of injuries happening in Indian cricket with the bowling, do we want Shami in the test setup for a year or so to see things through while Bumrah is not playing every game, while Harshit Rana is injured, while Akashdeep is injured? That is my first question. And question number two, do we see MS Dhoni playing the 2050 IPL?
Suri,
Okay.
you go first.
First question. I would say no because of the fact that if you talk about Akashdeep and Harshit Rana is injury prone and Shami comes into test format, and what makes you think Shami won't be injury prone?
The
The
fact that he
thing
played
about
the entire year
yeah, yeah,
without
entire year,
injury.
but sure, but also it's more stringent in the international circuit in the first place.
True, true.
And also, I feel if India is looking forward to a bowler in the next test cycle, in the current test cycle, they would look for bowlers who are young, like who put in that miles in their shoes, going to be put miles in their shoes. And the fact is, in the Ranji setup, we've had great bowlers. So talk about certain bowlers in the Ranji setup who are young, and the same format, even Shami bowled, and Shami was not the pick of the bowlers. Like he hasn't
Yeah,
gotten a lot of wickets anyway. Now you talk about Akid Nabi and players like those who've gotten wickets. That means double merit points for the BCCI to think about. Okay, this guy's young, and also the fact is these guys got wickets. These guys have performed well, and Nabi got his team to a Ranji Trophy victory like after so long. So I feel BCCI will look into these factors than put Shami into this scheme of things because he bowled every match in the domestic season. Bowling
yeah,
every match is not the parameter anymore. I feel obviously showing that he can bowl every match because Agarkar said he might be injury prone. He proved that he can bowl every match, but he needs to pick up wickets at a very good strike rate to make sure to put his hand up and say, okay, I've done all I could do.
yeah.
If
He's done
Shami was
half
still
the
the
work.
best performer in the team, I still wouldn't pick him for an India side setup right
He's
now.
done half the work, I feel. I
I'm
haven't
sorry,
done
but like
complete.
there's Khalil, there are so many good bowlers in India. India is
But
chock full of fast bowlers right now, decent
just
fast
speaking about
bowlers.
the longer format, while I agree with you, I would also say that he has put in the performances because in the quarters and the semis, he won Bengal the matches almost
Yeah.
single-handedly with his bowling. So he still has it with the ball, and he has played the entire season. But that doesn't mean that he's still fit for the international stage. That might or might not mean that. I'm not sure. I would hope that he gets to prove himself for a couple of matches and then retire with
Uh,
the
it's
big,
like teasing him,
yeah.
but we're not going with him. So that will affect his confidence, it'll affect the team
Balance.
balance, it'll affect whole
Exactly.
Yeah,
Don't
collective
even
like
don't no
depends
need to
on
even bring this
BCCI's
point up.
conversation with him.
yeah, yeah. Our legends didn't even get a proper farewell, and I feel
Yeah,
Shami is also a legend in that game. But we cannot go with because just for him we need to get something like this.
Speaking of legends, Thala will play with 2050. He'll play from a wheelchair. Strategic timeout will be used to come bring him his BP medication, his arthritis medication, his
yeah,
surgery medication, all of that. And he'll be behind the wickets in a wheelchair with those camouflage gloves and just going ahead with
how
probably an
many
Thala
oxygen
will
tank.
wickets?
play, but as a coach, I feel because he will play mind games. Like he'll play,
Mind
not
games.
cricket, mind games to other teams or
I
something.
want to see. I want to see Thala coaching CSK and Virat Kohli coaching RCB, and then like RCB losing and like just
Everybody
Or
knows,
watching.
Kohli
including
fighting with
you.
Thala then.
No,
Oh
everybody
Kohli
knows,
yeah,
then fighting
including you,
with
that
Thala.
Kohli won't coach anyone.
I would love that.
Kohli won't even
No,
coach
no.
his own son. The test will come to
Realistically,
that fact.
realistically, how many matches do we see Thala playing this season?
Half the matches.
7.
Oh, see, I
For
didn't
a
mean like
reason.
that, but half. I know why. Because there's no way for him to push next season, and he's going to take at least 2 weeks or 3 weeks to figure out this whole injury right now. That means he'll come at halfway stage, and to give fans everything he wants to give, 7 matches done. If you have some respect, I might be getting hated for this. Some respect, leave cricket before cricket leaves you.
Yeah.
Simple.
But Thala is not at all in belief of that. Sorry.
Right now, they're attributing Chennai Super Kings' loss because of Tala not being in the team. But I feel even if Tala is being in the team, they'll still lose.
What do you think, Mani?
I think I agree with
What,
Suri with this.
what happened last year? Tala was there in the team. They're still bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Something's got to
think
Like one
change.
cricket is not a game where one man is able to change everything. That is just fact.
I'm going to give a very unpopular opinion and I'm going to be hated for this. But I think I'm going to relate Thala with Sanjeev Goenka in that they are over involved.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
that's how I see it,
No, it
and
is.
I see
They're just boyfriends, ex-boyfriends that can't let the girl go.
Thala just needs to step back now. I know that he's given a lot to Indian cricket, to CSK, and to cricket overall. He's given a lot to the game. But there's a time when you need to like step back and let others take over, because like I feel he has given so much that there is nothing more for him to give. And to like as a player, as a coach, it's separate. He's a great of the game and he will always give to the game. But as a player, he should now just step back. Even if he's going to play 5 balls per match, it's not worth it, I think. That's my
No,
opinion.
no.
So you were talking about the fast bowlers, and you named certain bowlers other than Shami who are doing well. What do you think of our domestic performances, our domestic fast bowler performances this season?
In the IPL?
Anything that stood out for anything that stood out for you in
Oh,
this IPL?
I was looking at the match yesterday, and Ashok Sharma was 154
Yeah,
kilometers per hour.
yeah,
And so I've seen his videos last year where he was just haywire, like, he's like Umran Malik, not able to control his ball. But I feel this year it's come as a lot improved bowler. Ashok Sharma is just, I feel that kind of bowler who has a great future. And for the bigger formats, I feel at least ODI test, he might just be them in the coming years, not anytime soon.
yeah.
And
Agreed.
haven't seen Nabi yet, which is little surprising because I felt yesterday's game against Mumbai. I feel Nabi should debut because Nabi also got Rohit Sharma out in the Ranji Trophy when they were playing. So I felt like that's a good matchup, and I felt he could come there. But again, I'm seeing people like Tushar Deshpande yesterday, and I've seen few domestic players stepping up. Sandeep Sharma, even though he's like almost old and legend of the game now, he's also stepping in and performing. And I feel the young players have been promising the last 8 to 9 days, to be honest. Even if you see Harsh Dubey, who was the BCCI Domestic Player of the Year, and he came into bowl in the second over after getting the first over was 25 runs by Finn Allen, and
Yeah,
then coming back and then trying to be brave as a spinner. Like, Finn Allen as a spinner, you're always like scared. Like, if you get hit for 25 runs in the previous over, and also when Harsh Dubey came, the first ball was a four. So it's not like it was easy for him, but domestic players are more brave, I feel, suddenly. And I feel international players are still trying to blend in, but domestic players are putting their hand up and saying, I want to be in those situations. They also know people only look at these kind of players in these situations. And domestic players have been, to be honest, even Vaishak
yeah.
in the first
Vijay
game when
Kumar
he
Vishal.
played, brilliant. I feel domestic players have been prepping a lot, and they know they're thriving under intense situations like these. And yeah, I feel the best is yet to come for all of these players who have done well so far. Even for them and more players, the best is yet to come.
Manny, any standouts for you in domestic fast bowling performances?
I'm looking forward to. I mean, I won't say that this is a standout this thing or anything, but Mohsin Khan, he has started off as he
Yeah,
has done in the seasons before.
yeah,
He's very economical, which is in T20 with like 12 players. It's crazy.
yeah,
But yeah, he's. I think he can have a real impact if he bowls along with people like Bumrah, because how the world is seeing Bumrah right now, they're just playing him off. They're
yeah,
waiting for his 4 overs to pass and then they're trying to
yeah.
hit off all the others. If we add somebody like a Mohsin Khan or a Prince Yadav to that setup, maybe not a Prince Yadav yet, but like if you look at a Mohsin Khan to add to that setup, you will double the issues for bowlers, batsmen internationally, because they will have Bumrah to deal with, and then they'll have this other guy who is also economical, which is like another 8 overs, which is like a total of 8 overs out of 20 in a game.
So Mohsin Khan, you mentioned Prince Yadav. I would say Prince Yadav bowled really well. Took 3 wickets for 20 runs. I would say LSG as a bowling attack, as a fast bowling attack, is doing well. I think it helps to have Mohammad Shami to guide them through. And LSG as a just as a pure bowling attack is good. Ashok Sharma, I remember the first game versus GT. His 18th over was brutal. Like the batters could not hit him at all. Bowling at 150 and bowling with such accuracy is special. Uh, Although Karthik Tyagi hasn't performed like that yet, but I was excited to see Karthik Tyagi ramping up 149, 148 regularly. Karthik Tyagi, the thing is, in KKR, there is no proper fast bowling unit as of now. So Karthik Tyagi, with his inexperience, has to step up now. And he has gone for 43 and 45, I think, in his two matches. But that is about par for the number of runs that KKR has conceded. So he still might surprise us. And see, because KKR has conceded 220 on an average in both games, right? So that is,
Yeah, you have to look at the ground he's playing at. Yeah.
yeah. So Karthik Tyagi, I would want to see his performances throughout the season, and
Especially
I
in
wouldn't
places
put
like
him.
Lucknow.
Yeah, Ashok Sharma is still, I think, a better prospect right now than Karthik Tyagi. But Karthik Tyagi, with his pace, Karthik Tyagi is also someone I'm excited about.
Hmm.
Any batters for you that stood out other than like these bowlers
Cooper
that you?
Conley. Cooper Conley for me is that story of Ricky Ponting coming to India and going, मैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया का डेवलपमेंट यहाँ से करेगा. And India is like, कैसे कैसे, and then he came, you're like, मैं कूपर कॉनली को यहाँ पे उठाएगा. Nowhere in Australia, not in
But
BPL. I
it's
don't give a
not
fuck.
been utilized well, I feel,
Dude,
because
he will
see
do
the
something this
recent,
season. I'm telling you.
if you've
Cooper
seen the
Conley under
BPL,
Ricky Ponting will be something else. Different gravy.
okay. What I'm saying is, his batting hasn't been that great in BPL, but in terms of taking wickets, he's taking a lot of wickets. Like I want to see that angle of him as well. Like I know you have enough bowlers, impact player won't let you play all rounders for bowling and everything. But the thing is, he's been a great bowler. He's been a better bowler than a batter for his
Historically,
team in
yes.
BPL for Perth. So again, I feel obviously you ask for batting, but I feel certain times whenever you as a batter you come and ball 1 or 2 overs, get a wicket, it'll reflect in your batting. Like let's say we're batting second and I come and bowl 1 2 wickets and suddenly I'm do a better batting, and also in the other way around as well, I do a good batting, I get 670 runs, I know the track really well, so I'll bowl, let's see, I'll try to bowl in the way that how will be difficult for me if I'm facing this ball,
Yeah.
and that way it can be a double-edged sword for these players, all rounders, which is the last 3 4 years becoming like very, like downward trend, because we're not seeing all rounders thrive much. But I feel that is an
I'm
aspect which they need to like
yeah.
focus on for their overall development, for individual development for them.
So I'm not a fan of the impact player rule because of the
Yeah, yeah, even
things
I'm
that
not.
you mentioned, right? Now Cooper Connolly for Australia, even like he's played a little bit for Australia and even in the Big Bash League, he bowls a lot. But in India, so far in the IPL, he's been batting really well, like 36 and then 72. He made good use of the opportunities that he got. But I feel why Punjab is not using him as a bowler is because they think in the nets his bowling is not that effective as compared to the other spinners that they have. But he will not improve as a player if he does not bowl in these conditions. So it's a two-edged sword. Like, okay, he is maybe not that good as a bowler right now for our conditions, but he will not be good enough if he doesn't bowl.
Yeah.
So you have to give him the opportunity, and if he doesn't get the opportunity, then how?
Mm. Time will tell. It's a long tournament. I feel
Yeah.
maybe they want to get some wins under your belt and then
Yeah.
experiment a little bit more. That's what I
Um,
feel can happen.
Now we spoke about PK. Another team is Delhi, and with Delhi Capitals, Samir Rizvi, the way he has batted in both innings so far, Samir, if he can keep it up, like I know teams start strong and then do not end well, especially in the Indian team setup. Rinku has done okay in the chances that he has got, but his spot is definitely like something where Team India will always be looking at a finisher role and seeing who the backups are. And if Samir can keep putting in performances, that spot could be like something where
Yeah.
which he
So
can
some
have.
people talk about how one season you perform really well, the next season is going to be difficult to evaluate the same way. But I
Yeah,
feel Samir he's starting off where he finished last year. And to be honest, he actually won three man of the match trophies on the trot. Very few people have done it in IPL, and all of them been done by big players. So
Yeah,
I feel he has the potential, and it's high time that we notice him because it's always second season scrutiny that happens.
yeah,
Because first season, you when new players come, we don't know the players. The analytics don't know about how to talk about these players and what weaknesses are. Second season is where you determine whether who's winning the battle. Is it the player or is it the stats? So far, I feel the player has been in the battle, and I think he's just been, even though he's coming in a situation where it's pressure because the fact that Delhi has constantly been losing wickets in the first 6 overs, like 3 wickets. As last night was 2 wickets. So I feel he's coming into a point where he's finishing the games, and he knows like this is what Rinku Singh used to be. I mean, like, he still is, I feel,
yeah.
but Samir is
But
taking
he
it
hasn't
towards
shown it in a
top.
while. Rinku hasn't shown it in a while.
Rinku has been doing this 30 of 10 balls, 40 of 15 balls, but Samir is trying to get up there. For someone
Yeah,
who's coming number 5, number 6, he almost made a century last night.
yeah,
Like, s- Rinku was not able to be a big score player. He's the impact player coming in the finishing role. But Samir is trying to be the impact player, but also is trying to be the player who is consolidating and also trying to score like 50 plus. Aram say, like, it's
yeah,
not even trying to
yeah.
like break a sweat, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like, also
So I
just
think it's two faceted. Number one is DC is not giving them a strong start. So Rizvi, even if he's coming at number 5, 6, he's getting that many number of balls to like make an impact. But still, he's being able
yeah,
to do it.
yeah.
Rinku has had those opportunities, and he's a great player. But so far, he's not made those opportunities for long innings.
He wouldn't
And
want Rinku to come at number 5 at
yeah,
6th over, 7th over, or 10th over. He
exactly,
won't come to like
exactly.
18th over or something. But Samir, you
Now,
want him to be coming at 5th over if you want, if he has to.
yeah, as a fan, I would want Rinku to now prove us wrong in this, and now take it upon himself and make a like long innings and see, because
Mm,
even Shivam Dubey has done it now. Even Dubey has made 60s and 70s, so it's
mm.
on Rinku now to like up his game, right?
The memes, the poor Rinku was a rich Rinku. Rich
Yeah,
Rinku
true.
is not able to put bat on ball. Poor Rinku used to like smash 5 6 and over. Man, just jokes aside.
अब अपना time आएगा. All I can
Jokes
say.
aside, I mean, the hunger again changes obviously, but also you should be happy for the player because he's doing well financially as well and doing
Yeah.
everything well. So that's okay. Cricket, at the end of the day, passion is passion, but people are doing this for a career as well to make some money out of it. So it's fine.
Manny, any thoughts you have?
I mean, you guys are pretty much said it, but like with Samir Rizvi, I feel like he has a long way. And he's only like he's only shown glimpses. Like Samir Rizvi has been in the Delhi setup for what, 4 years now?
Yeah, I think so.
If you look into it,
4 years
Mani
or
looks like
more.
Samir a little bit.
This season, wow,
Little
funny.
bit.
This season
No,
is
no,
like kind of the
not
first time.
not below
Samir was
neck,
in
above neck.
CSK before, and now he's in DC.
Yeah, so he's like,
So
this is the first time he's even under the radar. It's not even like he's full on in the middle of the radar at this point, but this is the first time in those 4 years. So whether it's a
No,
spark or
no, he
whether it's
was
a
under the
fire, you
radar
don't know
last
yet.
year also. Not last year, 2 years before when he was in Chennai. Because anyone who comes to Chennai, they hype the player so much. Like he's
But
just
IPL,
shouted
the
about
expectations also there only, no, Suri, because like sporadic performances will not get you noticed in IPL. IPL sporadic performances are coming every single day, like twice a day in different teams. So you have to be consistent across an entire season to even for and look, you have to be consistent across multiple seasons. Sai Sudarshan did consistency across a single season, still nowhere close to part of Indian setup.
yeah,
Yeah.
So to actually
true.
be noticed, you need multiple years under you.
Yeah. Um, we are now closing in on almost an hour, so I'm going to ask you all for your closing thoughts. But before that, before your overall closing thoughts, Surya, I want to just ask you what your predictions or expectations from SRH are for the coming week.
ఈ సాల కప్ నమ్మదే
Okay.
for
And
SRH.
Manny,
No, no, not for RCB, idiot. This guy celebrating as if I'm talking about RCB. I'm like, this guy. No, no, to be honest, in short, Obviously, I'm going to be more biased or something,
You
but
can't go char bundo wala and then be like, no, it's Rin. No, not how it works.
no, I still feel our team is going to win. People are talking about our bowling in a very magnifying way, but I feel our bowling is fine. We are getting better. And when Pat Cummins comes, he went for a scan to Australia again. He's going to come back, and then I feel we are good when Braden Cast and other bowlers come into effect. Our prediction is very simple: win, win, win. This year, the cup is ours.
Manny, your RCB expectations, predictions.
कोहली अगर अनुष्का को 3-4 और पप्पियां कर दे across the season, I'll be a happy man.
Nice.
So, I think most of RCB will also be happy,
Okay,
man.
तो होगा
We are a
bro.
very stable team. We have a
Doesn't
very
matter.
balanced side.
Win,
We are
lose.
defending champions. We're playing like defending champions. I don't see any problem. Kohli बस पुच्चियां करता रहे. I'll be happy.
But
You
ball
want to
might
know
not
my
be
KKR?
flying. The puppies will be flying. Don't worry about it.
Puppies will be flying, balls will be flying. Everything will
Mino,
be
tell me
flying.
about KKR. What are your predictions and expectations of KKR?
My predictions for KKR is that, so I'm going to combine it. So not just KKR, I'm going to say with CSK also because it's a gut feeling. I think between CSK and KKR, one of the teams will be 10th this season, and this will
Yes.
happen consistently. The two teams will keep fighting for the number 10 spot,
Do you want
and
Thala
I
to play 2027? CSK is at the bottom.
Don't underestimate LSG. Don't underestimate LSG.
maybe.
Sanji will make sure it's going to be in bottom.
But one prediction I have from a KKR standpoint is that I think Varun Chakravarti will find his groove over the coming week.
I
Slowly,
have
he
a
will
big
start
prediction
finding
about
his.
RCB as well about this.
Yeah, say go for it.
So yeah, okay. Maybe not now. Maybe like you guys will see it in a little bit. But Rasik Salamdar, whenever he plays, is gonna be a major player this season. I have a feeling. I don't know. I know there are other RCB fans that feel the same way about him. So yeah, watch out for Rasik Salamdar. He's gonna be one of those dark horses that comes out after the middle of the season. Once the pitches start to get older and they start turning a bit, it'll get interesting to watch him.
Hmm. I'll keep
And
an eye.
overall league expectations, predictions from
I mean,
either of you,
Suri said
both
it.
of you.
Suri said it. I would rather. I would also say that. Look, RCB should win. RCB is defending champions. So I want to say RCB should win again. Um, but I honestly feel like this year MI has the greatest chance of winning.
Yeah.
They've got the players. They've got the teamwork. They've got the vibes. They've got everything. So if they are able to use it, nothing can stop that team this year.
Suri, any thoughts from you on overall predictions?
I would love to see CSK on bottom.
Same,
Hmm.
Yeah.
same.
Simple, very simple happiness for me. I would like to see my team on top. If not my team, I feel another team which is really good. More than MI is RCB. The momentum is something which we always talk about. And somehow bringing momentum from last season is very difficult, very tough. I know Mumbai CSK has done it once in the history, but it's going to be difficult for MI to break that for RCB. But turns out they have more preparation and more history with playing playoffs in under high intense situations. And how RCB has 12th man as their fans, MI 12th man is you know who.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is really going to be
Yeah.
difficult, but it's fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good, interesting IPL going forward.
My hope from this year's IPL is that Pant gets back to scoring runs because it's been a while since we've seen prime Pant. I know Pant's best format is tests, but I still would like to see him score runs in T20 as well. So overall, I'm hoping Pant gets back to prime Pant, Gill gets back to prime Gill, because it's just good to see Gill score runs. It's good to see Pant score runs. It's good for Indian cricket in general. So
Hmm.
those are two things that I'm looking out for, and I hope that comes to be. Um, so yeah, that's about it from my end.
Cools.
And
Nice
if you all
words.
have no more thoughts, then let's end the episode and Let's come back next week to discuss the next week in IPL.
A lot of things will happen in 1 week
Lot of
in
things
this
will happen.
IPL. A lot will
Yes.
happen. People are
Yes.
smiling, won't be smiling next week. People are not smiling this week, will smiling next week. So you never
We'll
know.
Yes.
see. We'll see. We'll see.
You
We'll see.
never know.
Things might change. KKR may be on top, which
You know
no one.
exactly. You never know. You never know. Maybe
सही है तो मतलब ज्यादा हो गया
CSK
मतलब
might be on
कुछ
top
भी
again. Who never knows?
Yes.
CSK wins today and then keep winning the next 2-3 games. They might be on top again. So you never know.
we'll see.
Never
We'll see.
know.
Okay,
All
we'll
right.
Cool.
see. Yeah.
Love you,
Bye,
top
guys.
boys.
See
See you
you.
guys. Bye.
Bye.